This is what really happened at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. This was the first time 48 nations was competing for the World Cup, and this was the last dance of Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar, and the beginning of Yamal, Haaland, and Mbappe at the World Cup stage. This is a comprehensive breakdown of the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Stay tuned to this video, like and share. During the group stage, Mexico vs South Africa played on the 11th of June. Mexico beat South Africa 2 goals to nil. But the main highlight of the group stage started when likes of Kylian Mbappe, Haaland, Messi, Hurricane, the big boys step up. Though except Ronaldo, though Ronaldo didn't step up as much as people expected him to. In the second game, Portugal banged in 5-0 against the weakest team in the group, which Ronaldo scored 2 goals and said, "I'm back," after a very disappointing performance in the first game. In terms of the group stage, yes, the likes of traditional powerhouse went through, likes of France, they went through. Despite being the tough group, they easily beat everyone in that group, Norway, Senegal, and Iran. Argentina also swept the group. Messi scored in all 3 games. Norway too also won their group, though it only lose to France. Haaland only just played 2 games. He was rested due to the fact that he believed that France had already won the group, so he decided not to play that game. Then for the rest of the teams, like teams that qualified to the round of 32, likes of Germany, Brazil, Morocco, powerhouses, all of them qualified. Then the interesting highlight of that group stage is Cape Verde. Cape Verde, remarkable run. They didn't actually lose any game in the group stage. They drew against Spain. Spain is the eventual champions, but they drew against Spain, which is very remarkable. A goalless draw, very entertaining goalless draw. They draw against Uruguay 2-2 and do a goalless draw against Saudi Arabia, which is very impressive. Then in the round of 32, this is where things get spicy. There were some expected and unexpected results in the round of 32, such as Netherlands losing to Morocco, Germany losing to Paraguay, while Argentina being forced by extra time by Cape Verde, which it was kind of unexpected. Expected result: England, France, Spain, Portugal all went through. Though Portugal have a tough game, but they end up winning. While most of the African teams were disappointing, only 7 teams went home, while only 2 African teams went through. 2 African teams such as Morocco and Egypt. That's the only team that went to the round of 16. Main highlight of the round of 16, Spain beating Portugal. This was bye-bye for Ronaldo. Many of his fans were upset because Messi was still in the competition, which Lionel Messi won to beat Egypt 3 goals to 2, which was a very controversial win. I don't know, maybe it's Egypt that actually flop it. They were just complaining too much that VAR did not, favor them, that, the match was rigged. But overall, we have the Mexico and England. It was a very interesting game and entertaining. England winning the game 3 goals to 2. And also, the one that is very impressive the most in the round of 16 is Norway taking out Brazil. Though Norway was a predicted dark horse in the World Cup, it was not a huge surprise though. But Haaland just scored 2 goals, 2 casual goals, man. It was it was very incredible to watch. Neymar came from the bench to score 1, but it was not enough overall. Morocco beat Canada 3 goals to nil. Despite they were not at their best, they still end up beating Canada, showing how elite they are and also ready for any other opponent they're going to face. France went through. Switzerland stopped Colombia, through penalty after a goalless draw. And we head into the important part of the quarterfinal. Morocco. It was a very interesting matchup. It was very tough though. I think the first half, Mbappe missed a penalty. Then coming to the second half, Mbappe scored and also gave an assist for Dembele to, score his own goal. But people expect Morocco to really, push France to the limit, but it didn't happen. The next game, Spain obviously beat Belgium. I think Belgium only became the only team to score first and score Spain, which is very good by them. But Thibaut Courtois got injured and Spain actually sealed the game. England vs Norway. England beat Norway after Jude Bellingham brace, both from normal time and also extra time. 2 goals to 1 to take Norway out. Argentina also as well used another extra time to take out Sweden 3 goals to 1. These are the notable mentions from the last 8. The semi-final, it all started likes of France and Spain went head to head. It was kind of disappointing for me. I expected a lot of goals. Spain actually silenced France 2 goals to 0. They actually shut down that France attack. Going into this game, France was the heavy favorite to win, but Spain actually proved many people wrong that they were the best team in the world, which they scored 2 goals, a penalty and a normal time goal. So the next was England versus Argentina. It was a very interesting and also dramatic because England scored first, but Argentina ended up winning the game late after Laroto Martinez header, which was assisted by Lionel Messi. It was very, very interesting. That night, many people were shouting Messi, Messi. Well, it was England's fault. I don't know. They scored the goal early in the second half, and they went to go and park the bus. Now we talk about the final. Many people were actually mentioning the likes of Messi batting Yamal when he was a baby. That actually 20 years ago. I think 19 years ago. Yeah, 19 years ago. Because Yamal is 19, and it's also quite strange. Yamal became 19. The date where they played the final is July 19, and when Messi batted Yamal, Messi too was 19. it was very, very funny though. It was very, very funny because the date and that number was actually aligning to that final. Maybe people will say it's destiny, but though for me it was also funny the fact that Ronaldo fans were supporting Spain to beat Argentina. Overall, the final wasn't the best, but for me, football won that day. Spain beat Argentina 1 goal to 0 after Ferran Torres late goal in the 110 minutes. It was a well-deserved victory for Spain. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment. I want to know your opinion on what you think about the FIFA World Cup.